that they are willing to invest in early game. Because G2 Blacklist is always about early game. They will dominate early game, or at least attempt to do that, so that they can take control of the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that happen in the last game. The last time we saw Invade versus G2 Blacklist just a bit ago. Their bot lane was 5-0 at like 2 minutes. It was insane how much early game dominance G2 Blacklist can lay down on an unsuspecting team.
Yeah. That was a sad start, to be honest. I was weirded out why that happened as well. I mean, the first instance, okay, you screwed up, so fine. But afterwards, it was just really sad because knowing G2 Blacklist, they get a lead in bottom lane, they will continue to apply pressure and pin you down even more. It's just it's a sad time for INV Esports in game number 1. Nila gets banned away, which is interesting. Because I don't think G2 Blacklist would actually be interested in picking that kind of champion out. I mean, G2 Blacklist loves early game. They would love to pick maybe even another Kha'Zix here for KD just to enable that even more.
I wonder if they can actually make that happen. If they want to like put everything on KD. Because he is going to be playing against Undelicious Lee Sin. I wonder how Undelicious is going to deal with how aggressive KD can be. I mean, he could go for the Kha'Zix, he could go for the Yone, a very strong champion in the jungle so far. With the Fate Seal just doing incredible amounts of damage, it's such a good utility as well when he goes for those lane ganks.
Ashe, come on, just pick the Draven up, man. Golden Kite. I love Ashe, especially when it's piloted by Golden Kite. But you hovered the Draven a while ago. Just pick it. You just have to pick it up. But it's okay.
Just do it.
I mean, this is more playmaking movements here from G2 Blacklist with the Ashe Arrow later on. So many crowd controls is present for them. Twisted Fate being picked up is very, very interesting for me. Hopefully this is going to be enabling INV Esports early game, especially with the Destiny and the global pressure that this provides, especially with the Galio. I love this composition and how it can actually be potentially taking over against G2 Blacklist. But G2 Blacklist is very defensive. They have so many ways to counter out, so they need to be, again, just like game number 1, be very careful.
Careful is something that cannot be overstated here. For INV Esports, they have to literally just check every single bush, you know, cross their T's, dot their I's. Cannot afford to let a single piece of their guard down. I guess G2 Blacklist, man. This is something that you can see G2 Blacklist aren't even, you know, they're not even feeling any sort of pressure at the moment. They're just chilling. They're having a fun time. Just gaming with the homies and loading into the Wild Rift.
Let's see if through this composition, INV Esports can actually push this to a game number 3. Because again, G2 Blacklist is match point. They still have invested heavily into the early game, especially with this Ashe pick and massive late game scaling with the Akali as well, and the Fiora, plus the Yone here of KD that has been banned away in game number 1. So now it's still equally as scary as it was in that game number 1.
How scary can G2 Blacklist be in game number 2 when they have picked an arguably much scarier composition, bookended by that Akali, by that Yone, and the Fiora? That is an insanely difficult team fight to run away with if you're on INV Esports side.
Ooh. Actually, interesting take here by Kendalish, going for the invade, just limiting the amount of camps that KD is going to be getting. But no level 2 for both of them is just awkward. And KD will just start this red buff out. Draw is going to be here as well, just to this way on the leash and just prevent him from getting any more camps, which is a good response. But I love the start here from INV Esports.
Yeah, INV Esports definitely getting a little bit of value there. Inside the jungle, getting a lot of information as well. Vipro Pam coming up to say hello to Aaron just a little bit, putting a little bit more pressure onto that mid lane. But I'm surprised that he feels good enough to leave his AD in the in the dragon lane, but he does draw up from behind.
And let's talk about the impact of that short invade, just one camp. That can actually help out INV Esports prevent KD from getting level 5, but this camp will help him just get the kill here on the Bluff X. First blood by KD.
Yep, big first blood there for KD once again. This jungler looking to be the linchpin here for G2 Blacklist.
Golden Kite, find the Kite out bank here. Does have this slow. Lucian, you don't have any crowd control, and you're just gonna get outplayed here by Golden Kite.
Big outplay there for Golden Kite. Was the entire outplay was he flashed forward into his face and just auto attacked him to death. I mean, that's the AD carry 1v1 right there. The Ashe just wins out. I feel like if there was one more auto attack on the other side, it would have turned out a little bit more differently.
This time, INV Esports looks to fight through the crowd control. They can actually withstand the damage here of G2 Blacklist. Draw might actually get taken down. Bluff is also going to be joining with the gold guard. Carl a little bit unsuccessful on that parry, and KD might just get taken out here, but still, Dragon's Rage did connect. Aaron's going to be here flashing in with the golden card. At least BluffX would prevent any sort of follow-up, but still, they need to be very careful. Aaron's gonna be going in.
Perfect
BluffX does have the gold card here. But again, they're just stuck under the tower. It's just patient play here for G2 Blacklist, waiting for KD to be here, waiting for the Ashe to just connect. Cyberpam is gonna be here to maybe to stop it with the Justice Punch. Crowd control is gonna be there. CC chain to just pin him down. Now Belby goes for the hook shot. Headskill ultimatum will be denied. Cyberpam does have crowd control, just waiting patiently for that Justice Punch. But after the ignite and the damage by Carl, INV Esports will just cut it short.
Belby almost eating it, almost booking it, but at the end of the day, Carl was able to get out of there scot-free. G2 Blacklist once again looking for an early game spot to be in.
Destiny, Colin gonna be used as well. Great damage. No ult just yet for this Alistar.
Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't have his indomitable will to survive through so much of that damage from INV Esports, but at least it wasn't a kill onto Golden Kite. Keep that AD safe, you know, because that is the role of the support. So G2 Blacklist definitely still not sweating, but they're facing a lot more resistance than they did in the last game at the very least.
Yeah, I actually would agree on that. I was a little bit nervous at the first, but now more nervous as the CC chain comes through and no mobility for the Twisted Fate, no flash as well gonna be used anymore to escape. And G2 Blacklist, that is how strong this comp is.
From downtown and immediately the jump on him from the rest of G2 Blacklist, just taking the pit where they can, as KD looks to be the one who is trying to get fed here. 2 kills already, half of the kills on his team. A very decent start here for the jungler, which they really need to find an answer to.
And again, massive pressure, a lot more for INV Esports. This composition expires in the mid game and more towards the late game. They have to set more plays, set more ganks, especially for Belby, right? He's using the Twisted Fate right now. They have Cyberpam as well on the Galio to just follow up. They need to find a way to shut down Aaron as well, because later on, they're just gonna be toys, food, source of money here for G2 Blacklist. Nobody would even be able to 1v1 Carl here with this Fiora, and it's already, just being buffed up here.
Yeah, speaking of Carl on that Fiora, trying to go for a little bit of spice there onto Belby.
Okay, great kick. Destiny as well to just spot out this Akali, and he's gonna get taken down here. Fate sealed by KD, denied for a follow-up kill. Will they actually go in? Arrow gonna be connected, but unable to help out KD, and that's 2 kills for INV.
That is sick. INV Esports, now they have the in towards that dragon. They're going to be taking that Ocean Drake, the first one of the game, but they're going to get interrupted by G2.
Yeah, and the leash now hit by the Grand Challenge, but they do have Belby to just help out a little bit here, and it will prevent INV Esports for actually taking this dragon.
Good prevention there by G2 Blacklist. Draw trying to start it himself, bringing Aaron, KD, Carl into it. See, they might have died there, they might have given up the kills, but they're the ones who are selling this dragon now.
Let's see if INV Esports would even attempt to steal this out. Looks like that could be the case. They're looking to trade it out here on the top side. RH started out and will be taken. They need to exit. Again, team fighting is very promising here on the side of G2 Blacklist. Gold card has been used out. They won't engage for now.
What I want to see is Demon Kite landing those enchanted crystal arrows. That's
like
exactly
this.
what we're gonna see.
And then CC
Right
chain, great kick though by Unleash on that Dragon's Rage. At least just preventing any sort of follow-up.
I like how he immediately saw that enchanted crystal arrow fly across my screen. Golden Kite just, you know, he's got that mind meld with me. They read each other's thoughts right here. So that's something that I think INV Esports really needs to track. They need to be very aware of where that enchanted crystal arrow can be coming from.
Golden Kite, Destiny as well has been used, but will not push through just yet. Especially after seeing Draw, right? He's there,
Yeah.
KD is there as well. RH will be spawned out in the mid lane since nobody's there to actually defend. This might be just Tower 1 unlocked in the mid lane for INV Esports, and that's at least good macro.
Yeah, they're at least getting a little bit for their efforts there. Unfortunately, Golden
Just to
Kite
stop!
gets tagged.
Great safeguard just to close out the distance. Draw a little bit late there on the follow, but KD is here. Landing damage, Page sealed as well, just getting the kill now. Gold card connecting onto this Yone, but Aaron's on the backside now going in with the damage. Great exhaust to at least pin them down for a little bit, but Draw is still here, committing on the fight. And the follow-up is just there from KD. Aaron as well, getting a kill, perfect execution onto the Twisted Fate. And that's just gonna be 3 kills gifted to G2 Blacklist.
Red team champion slain. Red team champion slain. First turret destroyed.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing coming in from G2 Blacklist. Overall, despite the attempt here of INV Esports, they weren't really able to capitalize on the global pressure that they should be applying towards G2 Blacklist. The exhaust onto Aaron was good, but it's not enough to actually just deny him from this team fight. He re-entered through the shuriken toss and then just went through with the 2 kills.
Yep, a very slick play there coming in from Aaron. Now that does mean that G2 Blacklist has a lot more confidence in these team fights. They can look to contest a lot more of what G2 Blacklist is looking for, but of course their #1 way to get picks is from that enchanted crystal arrow, just scouting, looking for anybody just around the map, and that's why they have that Ashe there in the middle between the 2 groups. But looks like there's a big engage.
4 versus 3, 5 versus 3 rather, but still unable to secure any kills, and now KD's gonna be joining now. Carl as well, starting us off with the damage. Aaron joining as well, preventing INV Esports from committing to this. This is how strong G2 Blacklist is. 5 versus 3, but still able to withstand and not take that much damage.
Yeah, because Draw was in the middle of everybody. He was just tanking it up.
Oh no!
Cow said.
Okay.
Good denial by Undelish, Dragon's Rage to get KD off of him.
Actually, he has been making really good ganks and plays as well on the leash. But again, it's still not enough. They need to step it up a notch, or else G2 Blacklist is gonna be the one taking over. It's nice that INV Esports is not really trailing that much behind in terms of gold. But again, we're talking about a late game scaling composition G2.
Yeah, that late game scaling is going to unlock a lot faster if G2 Blacklist just goes on a little bit more of a rampage, goes on a tear. But right now they're being very careful, very respectful of INV Esports, seeing as how close the game is. There's barely a lead here for G2 Blacklist. And the macro from that INV Esports is showing right now is very good, incredibly efficient here versus G2 Blacklist, because they know they can't give up any sort of advantage here.
Even Belby's having a little bit of a hard time here against Aaron. What more if it's Sapiora, right? Oh!
No, Pam! He tried.
Not caught on camera? That could have been not seen. But yeah, just sad. Caught in 4K, and everyone knows it from G2 Blacklist. Arrow?
Oh, his block is gone.
It did connect, but no follow-up so far here from G2 Blacklist. Now Draw goes in, face it as well here on the Type Rope Pam. Great disengagement with Dragon's Rage. Heroes exit as well by time.
Yeah, the heroes exit just to save his life. Nobody died in that exchange, but G2 is a little bit better off here.
Are they really going to be committing here? They don't have any utilities anymore, and G2 Blacklist will secure the Dragon and the kills as well. Underleash being chased out, damage coming through, Aaron follows up, back 3v1 against this. Akali still will be able to take him down, that's good. But now, re-engage coming in from G2 Blacklist, damage coming through to Golden Kai. Bluffing as well, doesn't have mana. Fortunately, does land the gold card. So this way, KD But Carl is moving towards the backside, spots him out.
Oh no!
Bloom and Golden Kite flashing away, still kiting. Arrow again! Just connecting here onto bank, and the slow is just forcing him to use this flash. Draw chasing down, the slow connects. But good slow coming in from Draw. Now the closest distance. Headbutt without pulverize. So it's a bit of an oopsie. Doesn't have mana for it. And INV Esports just got the win.
That's so sad. Draw tried to secure the kill, but because he had no mana, he just headbutted him with safety. But that was a very long, very intense fight. Just fighting front to back here. And look at how much distraction Katie was able to do. And then teleport back to the Shadow. Of course, back was still there doing a lot of damage, but it just seemed like he wasn't doing enough to kill everybody. Now Aaron's back in the mix.
Only just gonna be used. Baron is up. And we have seen G2 Blacklist in game number 1 secure it in 12 minutes and 20 seconds. Ow! Wow, it just drifted here towards Solution. The back's just gonna be taken down, absolutely for sure. Now the Colosseum might actually be in trouble. Stuck under tower, gets CC chain. Even Draw is not gonna be able to tank everything here, including the tower. And that's 2 kills here for BluffX.
2 really decent kills for BluffX. And as a Twisted Fate, you know, this is something that is very, very relevant for his build. He is the one with, you know, up there in the most gold. And his gold cards have to be super on point. That's how a lot of the team's picks are happening here on INV Esports. Is either Destiny or just running with a card. Carl looking to be in a 2 versus 1 here, but he's got the tower, so I don't think INV's gonna actually dive here. They are available. A lot of people.
Yeah, that's 4 people lingering down here in the bottom lane. At least a tower gets secured here by INV Esports. But again, Arrow connects on the Galio. Katie starting the Baron up. They spot him out. Destiny has been used. Will they actually go in? BluffX connects the gold card here onto Draw, but forces them actually to disengage. Great move by INV.
Just a pressure play there from G2 Blacklist, checking to see if INV was awake. If they were alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic about this fight. They get that gold card on the Draw. They are getting this siege done. They've got another tower just immediately, instantly. Yeah, great ways of just moving around the map together and catching G2 Blacklist off guard.
That's the benefit of having a Twisted Fate, having a Galio, having the Camille as well. Massive macro plays can be made in a split decision as well, just in a short amount of time. But G2 Blacklist can wipe them off equally as well in short amount of time. And it gets wiped out! It deleted from the map, and now the arrow is going to be coming through here on bank. Aaron just joining, landing the damage, landing the Shuriken. Hero's entrance to just prevent Belby from being bursted out, calling as well onto the backline. Draw is going to be taken down here. Katie flashing out. Aaron left behind as BluffX lands the gold card. INV Esports might has just done it on this team fight right now, but we see a teleport coming in from the Fiora. Did not connect. A punish goes through onto the Gallo. Bank going to be the next target as now as BluffX as well is being chased out. And G2 Blacklist made a mistake, but INV Esports makes a more grievous mistake. Aaron now not committing onto BluffX, but they do commit on the Baron.
Yeah, finally G2 Blacklist finds the fight that they were looking for, leaves it in a 1 versus 3 situation, and while Aaron was trying to chase down that Twisted Fate, that Baron's just gonna be going in it for free, and immediately it did look like G2 Blacklist bit off a lot more than they could chew after this kill onto English. He just gets a one-shot, one-tap by Katie. Yeah, the China Crystal Arrow does land onto back on the back, but that just was not something that they were fighting around. It was more Belby who was absorbing the aggro, and then INV Esports with the re-engage gets one, and then Golden Guy follows soon after, and that looked like, you know, kind of the end there, but Katie was able to set up that teleport, and Aaron here as well. The Shuriken didn't land, but that was enough for him to stay over the wall, and then just aggress onto BluffX, get the kill onto back, and there's the kill onto the Dragon for G2 Blacklist.
Arrow not going to be connecting this time around. Typer Pam though is left alone with KD to just take him down. Grateful card. Draw actually took too much damage. Goes in still. And they're going to be following up. Carl as well. Face Seal not connecting onto anyone, but damage still so crisp from G2 Blacklist. Just denying any sort of disengage here from INV Esports. And this is going to be flashing out. Still is able to survive. But again, everyone is just chasing him down. And they can also just push mid lane. And G2 Blacklist is just continuously applying pressure from INV Esports. And to add the thing about a while ago, INV Esports just cut their profits a while ago and just been happy taking Golden Kite, not overcommitting.
But now they've kind of overcommitted here as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands, sealing his fate, and that's the Nexus down for INV Esports. That is G2 Blacklist with another 2-0 on the board, tying themselves up at 5-2 with Mouse Esports.